Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the most anticipated, most debated, and arguably the most epic showdown in modern manga history, Satoru Gojo vs. Ryomen Sukuna. This isn't just a fight, it's a clash of titans, a battle between the pinnacle of Jujutsu sorcery and the undisputed king of curses. The core question we're all trying to answer is, who is truly the strongest? To figure that out, we need to break down their core abilities. Gojo's incredible limitless technique versus Sukuna's overwhelming cursed energy and mastery. Let's start with the honored one, Satoru Gojo. His power is built on two main pillars, the Six Eyes and the limitless cursed technique. Think of the Six Eyes as the most advanced supercomputer imaginable. It grants him an incredibly detailed perception of cursed energy, down to the atomic level. This lets him use his own cursed energy with near-perfect efficiency, making him virtually inexhaustible. It's the Six Eyes that make the limitless truly. Well, limitless. So what is the limitless? At its heart, it's the power to manipulate and distort space. The base state, infinity, is Gojo's ultimate defense. It's a barrier that slows down anything approaching him, making it seem like it never reaches. It's not a wall, it's a paradox. An attack has to cross an infinite distance to touch him, which is impossible. This is why most physical attacks and even many cursed techniques are completely useless against him. He just stands there, untouchable. But Gojo isn't just about defense. He can weaponize the limitless. Cursed technique lapse. Blue creates a point of magnetic-like attraction, pulling everything violently towards it. It's like creating a miniature black hole. Then there's cursed technique reversal, red, which is the opposite. It generates a powerful repulsive force, blasting anything in its path away with immense power. This is achieved by taking to sources of negative cursed energy and multiplying them to create positive energy, a feat only a few sorcerers can even attempt. And when he brings blue and red together, he unleashes his most devastating attack, Hollow Purple. This technique combines attraction and repulsion to create a ball of imaginary mass that erases everything it touches from existence. It doesn't just destroy, it obliterates matter itself. We saw him use this right at the start of their battle, and it caused massive destruction, setting the tone for the entire fight. On top of all this, Gojo has domain expansion, unlimited void. Once he traps someone inside, he floods their mind with an infinite amount of raw information. It's instant sensory overload. The target is paralyzed, unable to think or act, left completely vulnerable. A fraction of a second inside is enough to leave a normal person catatonic for months. Against a powerful opponent, it's a guaranteed hit and a potential checkmate. So, how could anyone possibly stand against this walking definition of overpowered? Enter Ryomen Sukuna, the king of curses. Sukuna's power isn't based on one complex, inherited technique. Instead, it's rooted in pure, unadulterated strength and an unparalleled understanding of Jujutsu. His sheer volume of cursed energy is monstrous, rivaling or even surpassing Gojo's, even with the Six Eyes efficiency. His cursed energy control is so refined that he can use reverse cursed technique to heal himself at an astonishing rate, even regrowing limbs in an instant. Sukuna's primary cursed technique includes Dismantle and Cleave. Dismantle is his default slash attack, a powerful invisible cut that he can send flying at opponents. Cleave is the more interesting one. It has a slash that automatically adjusts its strength based on the target's toughness and cursed energy level. Essentially, it's a one-hit kill for almost anyone. The problem for Sukuna, of course, is that Gojo's infinity isn't something you can just cut through. But Sukuna is a genius of Jujutsu. He didn't become the king of curses by having a simple moveset. his true ace in the hole, and the key to this entire fight is his domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine. Unlike other domains that create a separate space with a barrier, Malevolent Shrine is a divine technique that paints his attacks directly onto reality itself. There's no barrier to break out of because there is no barrier. It is a true work of art. And here's where the Clash of Titans really begins. In their domain battle, Gojo's Unlimited Void and Sukuna's Malevolent Shrine were activated simultaneously. Since Sukuna's domain has no barrier, its effects can extend outside of Gojo's domain, attacking the barrier of Unlimited Void from the outside. This created a brutal tug-of-war. Gojo's domain's guaranteed hit effect was neutralized because he was also within the range of Malevolent Shrine's guaranteed hit slashes. It was a stalemate, with both of them taking heavy damage. Sukuna, being the master strategist, knew he couldn't win a prolonged domain battle against Unlimited Void. The information overload, even if he could resist it, was too much of a risk. So, he adapted. He found a new way to bypass infinity, and this is where Maharaga, the divine general from the Ten Shadows technique, becomes crucial. After taking over Megumi Fushiguro's body, Sukuna gained access to this powerful technique. Maharaga's special ability is adaptation. It can analyze and adapt to any and all phenomena. Once it's attacked by a certain technique, its wheel turns and it begins to understand and eventually nullify that technique. Sukuna summoned Maharaga and essentially used it as a blueprint. He let Maharaga get hit by Gojo's infinity, watching and learning as the Shikigami adapted. Maharaga's adaptation was the key. It didn't just find a way to turn off infinity. Instead, it figured out how to change the nature of its own cursed energy to bypass the spatial distortion. Gojo's infinity stops things, but if the attack itself is a change in space, then it can't be stopped. Sukuna, with his genius-level understanding of Jujutsu, didn't just copy Maharaga, he understood the principle behind the adaptation and elevated it. He created a new type of slash that cuts not the target, but the space the target occupies. The world itself. This world-cutting slash doesn't travel to Gojo, so infinity can't slow it down. It simply manifests at the point of Gojo's existence, cutting the space he is in. And because the space itself is cut, Gojo is cut along with it. This was the finishing blow. After an incredibly high-level battle of domain clashes, healing, and hand-to-hand combat where Gojo often had the upper hand, Sukuna unleashed this impossible attack. Gojo, the man who was considered untouchable, was cleaved in two. It was a shocking, brutal, and decisive end to their fight. Oh, who is the strongest based on the outcome? The answer is Ryomen Sukuna. But it's not that simple. Gojo pushed Sukuna to his absolute limits. Sukuna himself admitted that the fight was tense and that Gojo was magnificent. He had to use the Ten Shadows technique and the adaptation of Maharaga, something that wasn't part of his original arsenal, to find a path to victory. Without Megumi's technique, the outcome might have been very different. Gojo was the pinnacle of modern sorcery. His mastery over the limitless and 6 eyes made him a force of nature. But Sukuna is a relic from a time when Jujutsu was at its most brutal and refined. His genius lies not just in his raw power, but in his ability to learn, adapt, and evolve in the middle of a life-or-death battle. He used Gojo's own student's technique as a tool to dissect and defeat him. Ultimately, Gojo's power was a perfect, beautiful system. But Sukuna showed that even a perfect system has a loophole if you're smart enough and ruthless enough to find it. The King of Curses won, not just through brute force, but through a terrifying display of Jujutsu intellect. It was a battle for the ages, and it proved that in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, there's always a higher peak to climb. What do you guys think? Could Gojo have won if things went a little differently? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives. See you in the next one.